Today's horoscope, Virgo September 28, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. You have many personal interests going with Venus transiting your solar house until October 17th, but your responsibilities and duties beckon right now, and you can feel quite torn. As much as you want to get the essential things out of the way, it can be hard to do with your heart not quite in it temporarily. Consider that you might see a situation in a more positive or negative light than it deserves today. You might also want to avoid putting too much into what others promise since judgment can be off at the moment. While this may not be the most productive day, you're feeling quite excited about your projects. Venus is bringing much attention to your personal interests, the mind, learning, and connecting in the weeks ahead, in fact, and it ups the pleasure factor with these things. You'll find that you're very often in great shape for expressing yourself, social curiosity, learning, and sharing ideas with others. You always value loyalty and devotion in your personal and romantic life. As sweet Venus, our goddess planet, shimmies through the seas of a water sign, you'll feel even more demanding of total commitment. You will feel absorbed and consumed by your relationships, ready for romance that is unforgettable. You may even feel highly emotional at this time, refusing to settle into mediocrity or superficial connections. You want a romance that makes you feel vital and alive. Follow this drive toward intimacy within your heart, but don't let it chase you into the arms of someone who does not see your value. What do you secretly want? Pay attention to your inner voice when the moon in Leo sextiles the sun in Libra. Your subconscious view and perception will unconsciously influence your financial opportunities if you let it. It is essential to check in with yourself throughout today, especially as financial decisions arise. Are you deciding on something out of pride, arrogance, or passion? This question can help you determine if you are making a sound financial decision. Taking a moment to check in with yourself can help you make smarter financial decisions that will bring you greater peace. Your focus and determination are consistent qualities that others admire in you. You will admire them as well if you put them to the most personal use, your body. Be rigid and demanding toward what you allow in your diet. Only the best will do. Be narrow-minded and exacting about getting adequate rest. It is your best defense against the unpredictability of life. Your natural qualities can actually shape a very sensitive and gentle human being, you. The moment has come to calm things down. Indeed, to take effective action and see your initiatives take form, you need to evolve and slow down the rhythm. Today, you have an excellent hand and we encourage you to make decisions in the medium term. In your sentimental life, you will be enjoying a favorable period which shouldn't be devoid of new encounters. The current vibrations around you will inspire you to make a new start. Take advantage of this to a maximum. Mercury, the planet of communication, may have left Virgo yesterday. However, Venus is still in her early days in your communication sector and Mercury will join her there before next month. With the communication lines securely managed and having stayed on for 3 days after your birthday month ended earlier this week, you have a chance to move into this new solar with confidence. Meanwhile, as Mercury settles into his first full day in your income sector alongside the Sun and the asteroid Juno already present in Venus, the planet of money having recently moved through, he provides you with a sharp financial acumen that can bring everything together. What a difference a day can make! Before leaving Virgo yesterday, Mercury spent his final hours clashed with Neptune in your relationship sector, while today, in its final hours in your friendship sector, the moon is forming a friendly aspect. While this makes this a positive day for friendship and relationship building, it is the pushback from the planet of communication yesterday and the chance to push through communication barriers that is making this an even better experience. Daily Planetary Overview. How can you have the best of both worlds when it comes to love? Today's cosmic energy might make you feel a bit torn. With the moon in Leo squaring Venus in Scorpio, you could find yourself wanting two very different things: deep, intense intimacy on one hand, and light, carefree fun on the other. It might seem like you have to choose between these two desires, but the truth is, you don't. The key lies in finding balance. Love doesn't have to be all or nothing to Euro. It can be both intimate and joyful, passionate yet playful. Have you ever had a relationship where you felt both fully connected and still able to laugh and be silly together? That's the energy you can embrace today. Sometimes, we forget how powerful that sense of connection is. When life feels overwhelming, it's easy to pull away and try to handle everything solo. But the truth is, we often find clarity and strength through others. Have you ever had a problem that felt unmanageable until you talked it out with someone close to you, and suddenly, it didn't seem so overwhelming? That's the kind of support that's available to you now, a Euro. Don't be afraid to reach out for it. You might also find yourself involved in a lot of discussions or joint activities right now, and it's easy to get swept up in the excitement of sharing your thoughts. Your passion is admirable, but be mindful of how you're coming across. Have you ever been in a situation where you were so eager to make your point that it came off as a bit overbearing? We've all been there. Today, it's important to stay open to other people's opinions and avoid the temptation to push your viewpoint too hard. Being a bit more diplomatic can prevent unnecessary conflict and help you foster better relationships, both personally and professionally. In fact, today is ripe with opportunities for positive experiences and meaningful connections. You have a natural charm and openness right now that's drawing people to you, so enjoy it. Whether it's meeting new people or deepening existing relationships, this is a great time to embrace socializing. Have you noticed how sometimes the simplest interactions can lead to exciting opportunities? Keep an open mind to Euro. You never know where a casual conversation might lead. Maybe you'll make a new friend, or perhaps you'll deepen a bond with someone special. Helping others is also highlighted today, and there's a strong chance that your kindness will come back to you in unexpected ways. Have you ever noticed that when you give selflessly, people are more than willing to return the favor? A conversation with someone special is on the horizon, and it could have a very rewarding and positive outcome. This could be the perfect time to address something that's been on your mind or to strengthen a relationship that matters to you. On the practical side of things, if you've been working toward a big goal or project, today's energy supports turning your ideas into reality. But remember, it's important to allocate your resources wisely and not get too carried away by the excitement of a breakthrough. Have you ever gotten so caught up in the momentum of something going well that you overlooked the details? Today's message is about staying grounded and making sure you have a solid plan in place. Don't hesitate to accept advice from Othersa Euro. It could make all the difference in achieving your goals. At the same time, trust in your own abilities. Your influence and input are more valuable than you realize, so don't doubt yourself. However, when it comes to financial matters, you might want to be extra cautious today. If you've been absorbed in your own world or feeling distracted, this isn't the time to dive into complicated deals or take on risky investments. Have you ever rushed into a decision because it felt urgent, only to regret it later? That's the kind of energy you want to avoid today. Stick to the essentials and resist the temptation to overextend yourself. The good news is that your financial instincts will bounce back into me a Euro. This is just a momentary pause to reassess. So, take a breath, focus on the basics, and know that things will smooth out soon. Now, I'd love to hear from you a Euro. Where in your life are you feeling this push and pull between intensity and lightness, or between routine and spontaneity? Are there areas where you've been craving more balance? Maybe you've had an experience where opening up to someone changed your perspective, or perhaps you've been sitting on a creative project that's ready to come to life. Share your stories in the comments. Let's encourage each other to embrace this energy of balance, openness, and connection today. The universe is offering you the best of both worlds, and it's yours to explore.